Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our class. To those students, by the way, I'm your teacher, Aquero T, Capilastique, your subject teacher for this day in teaching profession. Before we must proceed to our main goal and topic of this class, everyone must needed to introduce their names respectively. Okay, when we will done, let me introduce you before we must proceed to our topics, our objectives in this class. First is to determine the main concept of this topic, to understand the significations of this topic, and to identify the different articles of this topic. In our content, our lesson was all about the Code of Ethics for Professional Teacher, Lesson 3. Our references come from the Teaching Profession book, articles, Teaching Profession Curriculum Lesson 3, and the materials that I'll use in teaching is PowerPoint presentation or PPT, pictures and images, and the values integrated will be diligence. And the strategy that I'll use in this class is the group activity. So in our preliminary activity, first is our opening prayers. Let's bow our head and let us pray. So when we're done, good morning again, class. By the way, I'm Aquero T, Capilastique, your subject teacher for today. Class, before we proceed to our topic, let us have an energizer first. Let's sing the My Toes and My Knees song. So when we were done, every student are expected to say present if their names are called. If none, will reply during call out their names, then mark as absent. This is checking of attendance. Next is checking of assignments. Students must pay attention to have checking their assigned task yesterday. Then their scores will be recorded one by one by me. Recalling the classroom rules again, class. Please always cooperate. Always respect your teacher and classmates. Raise your right hand if you want to answer. Avoid cheating during quizzes, exam, and assessment. And lastly, be responsible. Okay, class. For our developmental activities, I have an exercise here. The engagement of some topic question and literacy that has connectivity on the main topic. Did you know, class, that all actions and responses are function of a personal code of ethics, which is the foundation for differences in teachers, styles of dealing with students, and school-related situations. A well-defined code of ethics will help you navigate difficult times during the life of your career. Do you understand, class? Okay, for the review or the audition of the main topic, class, our topic for this day was all about the Code of Ethics in Teaching Profession, Lesson 3. What is Code of Ethics, first of all? A Code of Ethics is a guide of principles designed to help professionals conduct business honestly and with integrity. A Code of Ethics document may outline the mission and values of the business or organization, how professionals are supposed to approach problems, the ethical principle based on the organization's core values, and the standard to which the professional is held. Okay, before we must proceed, class, for our unlocking of difficulties, here are some additional articulates to prevent quarrels. The Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers serves as guide for teachers, specifically to new teachers, for them to exhibit proper behavior to the learning community at all times. It is imperative that observe and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values as role models for students. Teachers must follow a professional code of ethics. This code ensures that the student receive a fair, honest, and a compromising education. A professional code of ethics outlines teachers' primary responsibilities to their students and defines their role in a student's life. Okay, for our procedure, next procedure, our motivation. We have the generalized, application, discussion, presentation of the lesson, and motivation. So for our motivation, what exciting, I'll give a activity that you will motivate my learners still related to the lesson also. And I will sure that this meet the needs and interests of my learners and the prior knowledge. Okay, in our Primable, teachers are duly licensed professionals who possess dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence. In the practice of their noble profession, they strictly adhere to observe and practice the set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. So again, class, as you can see, these are articles with the section 1, 2, and 3 with the teacher and the states. So it says here that the schools are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Each teacher is trustee of the cultural and educational heritage as well as to elevate national morality. So here are the some sections from 1 to section 8. In every section, class, there are different sections that discuss about the teacher and the states. Example here is the section 1 that the school are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Each teacher is trustee of the cultural and educational heritage. Section 2 that every teacher or school official shall actively help carry out the declared policy of the state. Another section 3 in the interest of the state and of the Filipino people as much as of his own. And section 4, every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to the duty. In the section 5, a teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, and other partisan interests and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, require. In section 6, every teacher shall vote and shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibilities. In section 7, a teacher shall not use his position or official authority or influence to coerce any other person to follow any political course of action. And lastly, section 8 is every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have the privilege of expounding the product of his researches and investigations. Okay, class, so much for the article and different section of our topic in the Teaching Profession Code of Ethics, Lesson 3, for the application. Worksheets, group activities, games, guided practice, and independent practice. So again, class, listen up as I'll discuss earlier that I will give you a group activity. So just answer with this to your group members and try to explain this in the class. So the question will be, what is the significance of code of ethics in every individual and how it affects on our daily life? So I will give you a time limit and duration is also included in the activity. So if you will done, present it in the front and discuss your own opinions on what significations of code of ethics in every individual is. So not lastly, for our evaluation, I am assuring you that our topic is reliable. Is it really reliable, students? Does it match the learning objectives of the lesson? Okay. Is it appropriate for the need and interest of the learners, student? Yes? Okay, thank you. For our last main goal of this class is I will give you a assignment. Okay, just answer the question with your own opinion also. So here is the question. What is difference between ethics and cultures, and what is their connectivity and purpose to the society as one? So again, class, Submit it by tomorrow and we will check it with your attendance. So much for that. Let's end of the class and let's call it a day. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, class.